Hey guys, it's John here again. Right, this video is I thought I'd done a video of this person and his band before, but I cannot find it on my channel. I don't know what I've done, if I've lost it or I never made it. So start off with this is my second favourite guitarist, first living favourite guitarist, and the person is Zakk Wylde, who went on first played with Ozzy, played with Pride and Glory. This is his first solo band after Ozzy, and yes, what an awesome album. I love this album to bits. Every time I put this album up, I just think, oh my god, I just want to listen to it, put it on. It is just crazy insane, and when this came out in 1994, I thought, hang on a minute, what is this? What the hell's going on here? And I didn't take to it first of all until probably 1997 was when I first got this, and I thought, oh my god, this is some kick-ass rock. Southern rock style, and just, yeah, this, listen to the song called Horse Called War, Troubled Wine, Found a Friend, Hate Your Guts, which is funny, Fading Away is an amazing song, Harvester of Pain, Loving Woman, Losing Your Mind, just the whole album. Just go out and buy this one for sure, just absolutely amazing. And just so you know, you've got James Lemenzo on here. Is it James Lemenzo? Who, just double check that I got his name right. James Lemenzo, who plays bass. He was in White Lion, and also played in Megadeth later on. And then you got Brian Tishy as well, who's played in Whitesnake and a few other bands, I think. I haven't really followed him so much, but yeah, awesome. You know, there's only 3 of them in the band, and to have an album like this is just killer. But yeah, absolutely awesome. Pride and Glory, you must check that out on YouTube. And then we got Zakk Wylde's first actual proper solo album. I shouldn't have called Pride and Glory a solo album. It's more of a his first band after Ozzy. And then, yeah, he came out with his first solo album, which was absolutely brilliant. I loved it as well. Played this over and over again. 1999's Book of Shadows. My copy is the this is my original copy. This is the 2 CD one. So you get the I'm not going to open it because I think it might be busted. Oh no, I think I've replaced it. It comes with 3 extra bonus tracks: Evil Ways, The Colour Green, and Peddlers of Death. But yeah, check out the song Between Heaven and Hell. Sold My Soul is amazing, and Throwing It All Away. I Thank You Child as well. They're all great on there, absolutely brilliant. So go and check that out. Then obviously we get Black Label Society, and that's 1999's one, Sonic Brew. When this came out, I thought, hang on a minute, I'm not really into this, and it wasn't until quite a few years later that I got into it, and I was like, oh my god, this is pretty cool, I love it. And the song that I love the most of it is the amazing song called Spoke in the Wheel. It's a very slow one, not like the rest of the album, but yeah, absolutely awesome. I love that. Bored to Tears is on there. Peddlers of Death. What was the other one? I think it was might have been Born to Lose. I liked as well a lot. But Spoke in the Wheel, just killer. Lovely song. And then in the year 2000, this was on Spitfire. These last, from Book of Shadows, he was on Spitfire, so I think they're all on Spitfire. Yeah, well, not every single one, but I'll tell you which ones aren't. Yeah, so this one on Spitfire, this is Stronger Than Death in 2000. Again, at the time, I bought this because I was such a fan of Zakk Wylde. I didn't get into all the songs. Things like Just Killing Time was on here, and 13 Years of Grief, Rust. Oh God, what was he? I'm just trying to think what they ones I liked back then. But that's the songs on the back. This is probably one I wouldn't pick up as much as the others, but you know, when I'm in the right mood, I'll stick it on. So yeah, 2000. Then there came up the first live one, which was and it was actually called Zakk Wylde's Black Label Society, instead of just being called Black Label Society. And then it was Alcohol Fueled Brutality Live +5, and on Spitfire, year 2001. And he did he got 13 songs on here. One of them is actually his cover of No More Tears, which he did with Ozzy. Bored to Tears is on here. Super Terrorizer, 13 Years of Grief, Stronger Than Death, Lowdown, but no Spoke in the Wheel, which I couldn't remember what was on here because I've not really listened to this a huge amount. Heart of Gold is disc 2. Snowblind, Black Sabbath song. Like a Bird, track 3. Blood in the Wall, and track 5 is The Beginning at Last, which is the last song on the first album, Sonic Brew. So yeah, 2 CD in there, like that. And my Sonic Brew is actually different to the one that's on there. That's the Sonic Brew that most people you can find, but this one I bought, the UK one, was like that. I don't know if anybody's got that one or if they've got the other. Let's have a look. I thought there was a bit of a difference. My the CD is a pictured one, so it looks pretty similar to the other one, but with a skull. But yeah, my Sonic Brew is that is the original one as well that I bought back in 1999. And then we go on to 2002. He was shelling out quite a few CDs here, quite a few albums. So 2002's on Spitfire, it's 1919 Eternal, and featuring Zakk Wylde this time. But I don't know why they bothered putting featuring Zakk Wylde. They should have. I'm sure his fans knew that he was in the band. And I always thought, yeah, Zakk Wylde, Don't make me angry. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry. This one needs a new case. This is for his dad, actually, which has got a bit of a tribute there on that side. And just trying to think what the songs were on this album. When I get this case, I'll have to replace it. Genocide Junkies on it. Berserkers. This was another one where I didn't really get into it a huge amount back then either, in 2002. I just bought it because it was Zakk, and I thought at some point I was gonna my taste would slightly change, and now I haven't actually listened to that for a long time, so I must put it on. So I can't really say much about that one. But then we get on to the 2003's The Blessed Hell Ride, and this one I really do love. You got Stillborn on there, which is killer, with Ozzy on there as well, and The Blessed Hell Ride, love that. Black and Waters, We Live No More, just really cool. I do love listening to this one. Stoned and Drunk's on there as well. That is I preferred this a hell of a lot more than the last ones. This was when I started getting my taste for Black Label Society a hell of a lot more. I think, yeah, because it was 2003, I was probably having a really tough time, and I really needed to have some different kind of music in my life. So yeah, Black Label Society. And then we were on to 2004's Black Label Society, Hangover Music Part 6. There was never a Hangover Music Part 5 or before. So what's on here? Queen of Sorrow, Crazy or High. This is one that I didn't listen to much either. I think it was because I didn't buy this one because I was so much into The Blessed Hell Ride. I was listening to that quite a lot, and these albums came out really quickly. They were like, it was like I was getting into one, and you know, I'd have a break and then I'd listen to it again, and before you knew it, there was another album out, and I was like, wow, this is like, how many more albums is that gonna throw out over a short space of time? And it must have been like that back in the 70s when lots of these other bands, like even Queen and the Scorpions and other bands like that, they were throwing out albums, and even UFO were throwing out albums nearly virtually every year, or Kiss, or you know, people must have been like, wow, I've only just got into that album, why are they giving me, I've got to shell out for this next album already. It's crazy. Whereas now you wait maybe 2 years for an album to come out, or 3, or some of the bands like Def Leppard, you're waiting like 10 years. But yeah, but even back then it was like, and Judas Priest as well, they were throwing out albums every year as well, and even in '78 they were throwing out 2, so it's crazy. So I think Zakk had that sort of that mentality of, right, we're going to give these fans what they want, we're going to start throwing out more than one album, or well, we're going to get out at least one album each year. And the guy's a bit of a workaholic. He's always got something coming out. So yeah, I haven't really listened to that one a huge amount, but that is 2004's Hangover Music Part 6. And then I did buy this one not long after it came out, and this is one that I did really get into. This was Mafia, and you got Suicide Messiah is just like, hell yeah, killer. I love it. Forever Down. In This River was the one that he did about Dimebag Darrell after he died. And Fire It Up. Those would have been the ones that I remember the most about that. You Must Be Blind as well. There's a song on there, Say What You Will. I can't remember how that goes now. But yeah, 2005 was Mafia. And do like the picture on the back. Pretty cool. And then this one, yes, Shot to Hell. This is, I definitely played this quite a lot. Hell of a lot more than the others anyway. There you go, Shot to Hell. This came out in 2006. See? You know, loads of albums already. Concrete Jungle was a single. It was, well, it was on MTV and stuff. I love the song when it came out, but now I look back at it and I think I'm not really too keen on it so much anymore. You've got Black Mass Reverends, you've got Last Goodbye, which is great. What else? Sick of It All. Devil's Dime, I remember that a lot. Blacked Out World, that's another one, yes. But yeah, really cool CD. 2006, Shot to Hell. And then after that, for some reason, I stopped buying Black Label Society stuff, and I don't know why I stopped. I think it was maybe because there were so many albums came out. I felt like I had enough to listen to by Black Label Society. When you've got, in a short space of time, especially listening to loads of other bands that I was listening to, and since 1999 you've had that amount of albums, you know, thrust upon you up until 2006, you think, and you consider a lot of the bands I listen to now only do probably one album in that time. It was an overload of the senses. So I for some reason stopped buying Black Label Society, and it wasn't until I started buying vinyl as new vinyl, because I couldn't find the stuff on old vinyl, but I thought, hang on a minute, I'm going to start revisiting the ones that I didn't have on CD, but on vinyl. So I started off getting, yeah, I got this one here, which is brilliant, absolutely brilliant. People must listen to this. This is live and it is awesome. And this was such a good price as well when I bought it. I think I paid about 14 quid for this. There's 3 LPs in here and they're clear vinyl. 2013's Unblackened. This is probably my favourite of all the live albums for sure. And it's got on here Losing Your Mind, which is off of Pride and Glory. Blessed How Ride, Sold My Soul, which is off of the first solo album. Road Back Home, which is off the first solo album. Spoken the Wheel, which is absolutely brilliant. House of Doom, Queen of Sorrow, Machine Gun Man, Sweet Jesus, which is off of the Pride and Glory album, I think. Yep. In This River, Throwing It All Away, which is off. Throwing It All Away is off of the first solo album, Book of Shadows. I can't even say that. To Kill Ya. Won't Find It Here. Russ, Speedball, I Thank You Child, which is off of the first solo album. Thank You Child. Yeah, I think that's off of the yeah, first solo. Stillborn, Ain't No Sunshine When She's Gone, which is not his song. Loving Woman, which is off of Pride and Glory. Queen of Sorrow, Song for You, Won't Find It Here Unplugged. Yesterday, Today, Tomorrow. This is a brilliant live album. I recommend this to anybody, and for it to be on three clear vinyl as well for a very cheap price is awesome. 2013's on Blackened. I need to get this on CD. I really am. I put it in my basket and I keep saying, yeah, I'll get it, and then I don't bother. I really have put a bit of a back burner on buying loads of stuff at the moment, so but that is one of my must-have CDs soon, so go and check it out. Then we've got 2014's, which I did have two of, but I had to send one back so it was damaged. Catacombs of the Black Vatican, Black Label Society. Really awesome song on here called Angel of Mercy. Love that. Even the acoustic version I've heard of it is awesome, which was actually done in a radio, I think, was it radio station somewhere, as Zakk did it. Yeah, brilliant. My Dying Times on there. And this one you get a download card, so, but yeah, really cool. This is coloured vinyl as well, you get it on the old orange vinyl. And then the last one, because I do not have I don't have Grimmest Hits, which I think is just Zakk Wylde, or is it? No, it's Black Label Society. It's Grimmest Hits. I don't own that, but I do have Book of Shadows 2 on vinyl. I do have two of these. One's got a bit damaged, but I'm trying to sell it, get rid of it. So if anybody's interested in one of these, but I love on here. Tears of December is a brilliant song. Lost Prayer, is that Prayer? Yeah. And The Levy. What else is on here? Sleeping Dogs is on here. Check out that video as well. That's a great song. And I really love that album as well. I forgot to say, I do have that on CD. And that's Digi. And I forgot to mention I had this 2009's like a best of Black Label Society. It's called Scollage. I've shown this not so long back when I got it. This is so cheap on Amazon at the moment. It's like about £3, something like 3 or 4 quid. So try and source that. And it's got Machine Gun Man, Dead as Yesterday, All For You, 13 Years of Grief, Bleed For Me, Doomsday Jesus, Stillborn, Won't Find It Here, Suicide Messiah, In This River, Fire It Up, New Religion. It's got a slightly amped live at the High Valley, instrumental intro of the Blessed Hayride acoustic, Spoke in the Wheel acoustic, and Stillborn acoustic. So there you go. I think that's on Armory Records, yes. So yeah, there you go. If you want to check out Black Label Society, cheap on the cheap, check it out on YouTube first, or go and buy that one. So there you go. That's my Black Label Society and Zakk Wylde. I should have shown the Aussie albums, but I'm sure you know which albums he's been on. But if you don't, then request me to do a video. There you go. Cheers. Keep rocking. Laters.